Hi everybody, Driving with Dane here, coming to you with another informational video on the new 25.5 Volvo XC90. I'm going to go ahead and get the car started up here, probably turn the radio off and turn the heat down since we're having a pretty nice March day here in Iowa so far. So, this video is going to be about kind of the basic run through of how to operate the new display here. I've covered the car as a whole in another video, but I want to spend a little bit more time on this center display, as that's what seems to hang most people up. So that's where I'm going to spend my time here. We're also going to turn the... When the cars first turn on, sometimes they take a second. So, first thing we're going to do is go into the drive modes, just like I did in my XC60 video. This car, of course, is updated. So you can see we've got 2 miles of charge on there and some fuel. So while I'm sitting in here with the car on anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put it in charge mode. This will just run the engine to charge the battery and add a little bit of charge for us here. So first things first, a lot of this will be specific to the plug-in hybrids, but not all of it. So when you go, we're going to go back to the home screen here. This little line down here takes you to the home screen. If you tap it again, it makes it just the map. Tap one more time, tap one more time and you'll get these two kind of quick widgets right here. So when you start the car, you'll get the normal Volvo gauge cluster we're used to seeing. You can see this has got the battery gauge down there too, because it's a plug-in hybrid. Of course, the non-plug-in hybrids wouldn't have that. And you can see the heads-up display up there because this is an Ultra. So let's say we want to adjust our drive modes. We're going to, there's 2 ways to get there. You can either push the car or go to drive modes. I hit the little car icon. So you can see up here, we've got the same drive modes like we did in the XC60. Hybrid is exactly what it sounds like. The car kind of dictates whether it's on gas or on electric, favoring electricity while you have battery charge and you're not putting your foot down too hard. Power runs the engine for performance all the time. Pure is full electric. It won't go into pure right now. That's why it's grayed out, because I have it in charge. We have off-road and all-wheel drive. Off-road basically dulls your throttle response, so this pedal won't be as responsive. To help prevent overcorrecting, it also adjusts all-wheel drive distribution. All-wheel drive is actually also constant all-wheel drive, so the car will decouple the rear axle or the front axle some of the time when you're driving on dry pavement like we are most of the time. However, if you are driving in pretty nasty conditions and you want the all-wheel drive to be active all the time, you just tap that little all-wheel drive button and then the car will not decouple. Always start in pure mode is exactly what it sounds like. The car will start in the full electric mode unless you come in here and switch it or you run out of battery. Battery usage, auto is auto. Basically the car will decide whether it's going to add charge to the battery, whether it's going to let you use the battery, or it's going to favor the engine. Holds whatever level of charge you have in the car, but doesn't add to it. So the example of when you would use that, long drive, let's say, you charge up in the morning, rather than just use your battery right at the beginning, put it on hold, drive, to your destination on the gas engine where you get the best efficiency with the gas engine, then switch to auto and drive around on electricity. And then you could use the charge mode like we are right now to add charge as you're driving back while the engine's running anyway. Or, if you're sitting in here making a YouTube video. Steering feel, you can adjust. This will be on any XC90. Soft just makes this really light. Firm just adds a bit of weight to the steering wheel. Air suspension, this particular XC90 has air suspension, so the car is actually really low to the ground. As I start driving, it'll raise up a little bit. And when you turn the car off, it lowers to make it easier to get in and out. Pretty handy. So for the non-plug-in hybrids, basically you'll have the off-road and the all-wheel drive mode, and then essentially a normal function. You won't have any of the battery specific ones, of course. If your car has air suspension, you'll have the air suspension mode, and then steering feel will be on there though. Creep is also unique to the plug-in hybrids because it's only basically it lets the car roll forward when you take your foot off the accelerator, as opposed to feeling like you're putting the brakes on in a one pedal drive mode like a lot of cars do, or like a lot of electric vehicles do. So we're going to go ahead and hit this home button here. Takes us back to the main menu. This is Google Maps, super easy to get along with. Just straight Google Maps. You can use Google Voice command. You can type and search. You can search for different places of interest, like you can see this little lightning bolt is charge stations, gas stations, restaurants, all that kind of stuff, pretty easy. And then you can also say, hey Google, find chargers near me.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey Google, nearest charging station.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Well, anyway, when you use the voice command correctly, it will take you to the nearest charger. I just wasn't asking it quite correctly. But you can see you've got your radio station and your phone connect. Still haven't quite figured out a way to record how to pair Bluetooth on here, since I record these videos on my phone. Browse radio stations is exactly what it sounds like. You tap on this, it'll take you here. And then you can scroll through radio stations. This is on Sirius XM, or actually no, I take that back. This is on FM right now. Volvo does not do AM radio anymore, so your choices are Sirius XM, FM, or Bluetooth. Down here at the bottom, you can also see there's obviously radio here. Takes you to the same spot. Oops. Car status. This is very similar to the previous generation ones, where you can see tire pressures and everything are all good. See when you'd be due for service next. Or you can go to oil and check that the oil level is good. Once again, no dipstick under the hood, just like the previous generation Volvos. Down here at the bottom, we do have these little squares. This is your app view. Again, you can watch my YouTube videos if you're trying to learn your car while you're in there. Of course, not while you're moving. Apple CarPlay, same deal. We plug into this charger with the white circle around it. If we want to use phone mirroring or want to use Apple CarPlay on here. Air quality just checks for pollution and wants access to our location so it can basically view how good the air quality is. Go back to the little app view here. Messages is exactly what it sounds like. Settings in here is kind of like when you hit the car button, or it's got your quick controls to turn creep on or off. Headrest fold literally just drops those headrests, and turn your lane keeping aid on or off. You can also adjust brightness. If we hit settings, go to driving, this is where all of your drive functions are, in addition to your safety features, like your lane keep aid and pilot assist on or off. You can also turn on the warning when you drive by a speed camera, and ready to drive is more noticeable on the plug-in hybrids because they don't always make a noise when they start up. Hit the back arrow here, hit the back arrow one more time. Controls, this is just like it was in the previous gen Volvo. So you can see you can adjust interior lighting, adjust how it locks. So when you hit the unlock button, if it just unlocks the driver's door, if it unlocks all doors, auto dim rear view mirror, wiper service position, just like in the last gen Volvos. That's how you change your mirrors. Headrest fold. Wireless device charger is a good one to point out because it defaults to off. Basically, Volvo said it could interfere with medical devices like pacemakers, so they make sure it's turned off. Your charge pad's right here. So if you put your phone here and it's not charging, make sure you come in here and check this, and then it'll give you this little message here. So you can hit turn on, and then the wireless charger will be on. But that does default to off. And then you can see there's a few more functions in here as well. Hit the back arrow. Sound, this one once again has the Harman Kardon sound system, so you can focus where you want the sound function to go. Tone is where you adjust the bass and all those kinds of things. And volume is just straight volume. You can do like a speed compensated volume and adjust, obviously which source and how loud it is. Connectivity is where you do Bluetooth and pair to Wi-Fi. Profiles is just like in the previous gen Volvos. It'll pair to a key. You save everything to your Google profile, and we can connect a key, all of those sorts of things as well. Privacy system in Google, these are all just kind of your legalese, different functions or different privacy agreements and terms and conditions. Not something you're going to spend a lot of time with most of the time, but that is what they are. Pretty easy to learn with. That's a little bit quicker view on the functionalities in the new XC90. This does have the same seat control on the side here, which I'm going to show real quick. Because this is an Ultra, you can see it has this little wheel with this tab. If you pull that tab up, you can see it'll pop up this menu. You can adjust all of these different functions. And because this particular one has the lounge package, if I go to this top one, I can actually, wait for this to come up, I can actually turn myself on a massage. C is the best one in my opinion because it does a combination of everything, and then you can adjust the intensity. I believe it'll run for 20 minutes. Super comfortable, super nice function in the Volvo. Let me know if videos like this are helpful. I can do a little bit deeper dive on specific things if you guys want. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and keep driving with Dane. Thank you for your time.